Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's review, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Dave, who sent me this Luke Farm Boy. So I was on All Things 80s live stream the other day with Dean, had a real good chat on there, and I said I was trying to complete the 96, and someone very kindly sent me this in the post, and it's arrived today. Right, so let's get into the review. We're going to be looking at the Jabba the Hutt with the two head announcers.
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, just a bit of backstory before we look at the toy itself. So as you know, during the initial cinema release, The Phantom Menace, we obviously had the episode 1 toy line to go with it. This line didn't come out too much later after the Power of the Force 2. These figures were surprisingly detailed for the time, and they completely dropped the muscular look which a majority of the Power of the Force 2 line used. The Phantom Menace toy line was hugely popular based on the hype around the movie. They produced that many figures that they're so easy to pick up new and sealed even to this day. Just like the Power of the Force 2, we got loads of cool and quirky vehicles and creatures in the line. For example, the fish that Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan and Jar Jar Binks encountered. One of the particularly cool vehicles of the line was the Naboo Royal Starship, which was only ever released for the Phantom Menace and hasn't been repacked since. Have a look at the toy. So another Jabba today, and this one has its own unique features compared to the Power of the Force 2 one I reviewed yesterday. So looking at the box, similar to the Power of the Force 2, you have your sort of lightsaber going through here. We have the red one, obviously with the Darth Maul image on the top here. Pretty much all the Phantom Menace figures followed this packaging design. As you can see, the actual toy itself here, obviously displaying the feature that he spits the fish out. Got your two-headed announcer, you can see through the clear bubble here, all your different languages, Hasbro logo. Looking around the box, just some more images, the actual toy itself. And then probably the strangest box thing I've ever seen is you can feel the texture of Jabba's realistic skin through the box. So let's get this bad boy open, another new one to take a look at. So, opening him up from the side. Similar to the other Power of the Force 2 Jabba, just a cardboard insert. Take a quick look at the leaflet, Star Wars Episode 1. I won't go into too much detail, but obviously just showing some of the really cool figures and vehicles at the time. Never owned one of these booklets, so really nice to get one of them in my collection. There we have the gong sort of thing. The announcer, which we'll take a closer look at. Then the man himself. So what I'll do is I'll get this all out of the packaging and I'll be right back with you. Right, so here it is out of the box, the man himself. So quite a few features of this set. So you can actually fill him with water, and he's got a squidgy body and you can squeeze water out his mouth. I don't want to make a mess, so I won't be doing that. One of the features I will show you, so this fish here, and the main feature of the set, just pulling that out, putting it in his mouth. And then the whole idea is to hit the gong just like he does in the movie. So I'm just going to take a few attempts, see if I hit it successfully. Success! Yes, this is probably one of the weirdest Star Wars figures I've owned. The figure's actually quite detailed. Obviously the massive gaping hole here looks a bit weird, so it's probably best to have him displayed with the fish in his mouth like so. You also get this pair with it as well. Something that surprised me actually is this figure has foot pegs, so I'll definitely be getting him on a stand, but he's got very limited articulation, but just sort of a display piece really to go with the Jabba. So as a lot of you will know, the two-headed announcers commentate the actual pod racing scene in The Phantom Menace, which is one of the best scenes of the movie by far. I am a huge fan of The Phantom Menace anyway. So an interesting fact, and I only learnt this week, is that the two announcers were originally practical effects instead of the fully CGI character we see in the movie. This toy is actually based on the concept version of that two-headed character. They scrapped the practical effects with the blue screen and then made a fully CGI character instead, which is the one we've seen in the movie. This essentially means the figure that we get in this set isn't accurate to the movie. Yeah, so that was just a quick look at another quirky Jabba figure. Overall pretty cool, and he's going to fit in nicely with my other loose figures from the modern Star Wars lines. Cheers all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.